Welcome back to Kara Tutoring's YouTube channel. My name is Phoebe and I am one of Kara Tutoring's tutors, and today we'll be talking about how to ace the SAT writing and language section and how you can achieve a perfect score. So let's get started. So let's start by talking a little bit about how the actual writing and language section is structured. So you'll have 35 minutes to complete 44 questions. So this might sound like a real time crunch, but a lot of the writing questions are very simple, easy to answer grammar questions that won't take you a lot of time at all, and a lot of these grammar questions don't even require you to read the whole passage. Speaking of which, the writing section is all based on passages, just like the reading section. But don't worry, if you're not too good at the reading section, writing is usually a lot more straightforward. So there are 4 passages on each test that sometimes include graphics like tables, graphs, or charts, but no math is required for SAT writing. The passages on this section consist of 1 nonfiction narrative passage, 1 to 2 informational texts, and 1 to 2 argumentative or persuasive pieces. And like I mentioned before, some have like graphical elements. So what does the writing section actually test? 3 things. The first one is reading and interpreting pieces of writing. This sounds pretty straightforward. And then 2 is finding mistakes in text. So errors, both grammatically and like structurally, like full sentence things. And then number 3, fixing and improving those weaknesses. So there are some more specific categories of questions that College Board tests, but those are beyond the scope of this video. If you'd like to know about that, you can reach out to us through our YouTube channel or just like comment below on this video, just asking if you want some more clarification on that. So on to the fun stuff, strategies. So strategy number 1, always know where to look in the text to answer your question. This should be pretty easy as each question is numbered beside the passage. So in this example, you can see 13 is right here and 14 is right here. So this should be pretty easy, as you can see in this example. You can clearly see where the number 13 question lines up with the number and underlined text in the passage. So this one specifically is asking you how to replace this underlined text and how to combine those 2 sentences. Question 14 in the example embeds the question in here, and it doesn't actually give you a specific question like 13 does. You're expected to know that this is kind of asking you how to replace this answer. All right, on to the next one. Strategy 2. Always know the purpose of the passage you are reading. This may sound more like a reading section tip, and it is really important on reading, but it also goes for the writing section. So try to identify the purpose at the very beginning of the passage, or at least by about halfway through, so you know what you're reading for. So why does this matter? Well, it'll guide you in making the right answer choices. So, for example, a serious piece about government won't have slang words like Gucci or tea, unless a teenager is writing it, of course. So strategy number 3 is to brush up on key grammar rules and conventions. Especially if you're not a person who reads a lot, this is absolutely essential that you need to know your grammar rules and those like conventions of speech. So examples of what you need to know. One thing is knowing when to use a semicolon or a comma or other punctuations. And this will really help you just gain some really easy points on the writing section. So you might be asking, like, where can I find actual resources to help me learn grammar rules and stuff? One really good place is to check out Khan Academy English Grammar or SAT grammar tutorials on Quizlet. So Khan Academy has great free resources and videos and practice for that if you need to brush up. And then the grammar tutorials on Quizlet also just have like flashcards if you just need to review like how to use semicolons and things like that. And finally, strategy number 4, answer the questions as you read. So if you wait until you're done reading the entire passage to answer all the questions, you'll find yourself really confused as to where all the questions actually fit in. So the questions are already ordered sequentially for you. They go in order. So you should just take advantage of that. This tip should save you quite a bit of time when working through this section. So let's try a couple of example SAT writing questions to help with that. All right, so here we have a couple example questions. Today, I'm just going to do number 2 and number 5 because those are 2 different questions, but they are pretty symbolic of what you'll find on the SAT writing section. Sorry, one second. Oh no. First, number 2. So this one, you can see already this is going to be asking, just like that question 14 we had before, this is clearly asking about how to replace one thing. So we're going to go down, we see 2 is right over here. So let's read the sentence and kind of see what this works like. So the name Kingman was selected for its 2 parts, king and man, Cantonese for scenery and composition. So this is asking us about punctuation. So if you know kind of some punctuation rules, you can look at this and see there probably should be a comma there, 2 parts, because it's introducing the actual parts right over here. So that could be a comma, or it could actually be a semicolon that works, a colon that works the same way. And you see that there's a semicolon here. One really easy trick for semicolons is you just imagine there's a period instead of a semicolon there. And so then you have 2 sentences. The name Kingman was selected for its 2 parts, king and man. That's a full sentence. Cantonese for scenery and composition. That's not a full sentence. So you can't have a semicolon there. Instead, comma would work well, or an en dash, or a colon. So let's look. We have B right here. This one has a colon first, just like what we're looking for, and it has a comma at the end. So you can see that's pretty much exactly what we are looking for. So the answer there is B. And then we're going to look at 5. These are the questions that trip a lot of people up. If you already know your grammar rules, they can be a little bit harder. So this is, for the sake of the cohesion of this paragraph, sentence 3 should be placed A, where it is now, B, before sentence 1, C, after sentence 1, D, after sentence 4. So let's first look. We're looking at sentence 3. So when you're looking at these, it's not these numbers, like those little black numbers. It's actually these numbers in brackets, which can be a little confusing. So let's first find sentence number 3, and we see that's right here. It is, his interest was so keen, in fact, that he was named after it. So we're looking for something about this man's interest. So we're looking for Kingman's interest in something, that he was named after it. And so let's just look at that. So we can see, is it before sentence 1? His interest was so keen, in fact, that he was named after it. Kingman was keenly interested. No, that doesn't fit because it's already talking about his interest afterwards. So we know it's not before sentence 1. Is it after sentence 1? His interest was so keen, that fits because he is interested in landscape painting. Was he named after it? It doesn't go on to talk about his name, so I don't think it's that. Let's see. Does it fit after sentence 4? No, that's already talking about his name. So we can say it is A, where it is now. All right, so are you interested in improving your SAT score 200 plus points? Well, let me explain a little bit about what Kara Tutoring is all about. So we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization offering free standardized test prep for low-income students. Yep, totally free video tutoring for low-income students. And it is with high school tutors who have scored a 1,500 or more on the SAT or over 34 on the ACT, no strings attached. So if you're interested, the application is free and easy. Just click apply now on our website, karatutoring.com, and you'll be taken to a short form. Once you submit it, you'll hear back really soon as to whether or not we've decided that you could be tutored. Don't worry, most people make it in. So again, if you're interested in improving your SAT score by at least 200 points, you should totally just visit our website, karatutoring.com, and click apply now. All right, and that concludes our video. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope to work with you in the future. Thank you.